Hello, my name is Flame Vapor, and this is the Fantastic Marble Race Cup. Previously, we saw who was cut from the competition, blue and red, and who moved down from the A division into the B division, magenta and navy. Right now, the marbles are all trying to get into the top three spots of this division. After the end of two races, they will be deciding who will be moving on to the semifinals. The top three marbles will in fact do this. Right now, Maroon leads the pack with 45 points, followed by Gray with 40, and Pink with 34. Orange has 33, and the two marbles from the A Division, Magenta and Navy, have 28 apiece. White has 26, and Yellow has 25. Now, at this point, all marbles still have a chance of making it into the semifinals. They just need to get lucky for some of them. Yellow, White, Magenta, and Navy all have less than 30 points, so they do need to place relatively high in these next few races if they do want to get into the semifinals. We'll see how they do in this race 8 in just a second here. And the race begins. This race is slightly different than the other races in that gravity can switch in 4 directions. You can see, obviously as before, the red will switch gravity to be upwards, and the gray will switch it to be downwards, but the green will move the marbles to the right, and the magenta will move the marbles to the left. You can also see that the tunnels themselves are slightly, they will move the marbles slightly faster every time they hit them, and also they do not allow the marbles to come to a stop at any time. So right now Pink is in the lead, although Maroon is very close behind. The goal is to reach the bottom right corner, but first you must hit that green pad, then move over to the right side, hit one of those gray spinner arms and fall down, hit the red pad, go over to the right, hit the gray pad, and then fall down. It's very complicated. And the rest of the course, you just need to ignore, essentially. The only thing you need to worry about is getting up into that top portion in order to get into the final section. And it does seem like Navy is doing a very good job of that. They are entering the close to the end. They just need to hit the red pad and get over to the right side. Will they be able to? Pink, on the other hand, is not doing very well, but at least they are not in the bottom section like a lot of the other marbles are. There's Orange attempting to enter the top section, and they will be able to get into the, let's say, the gate, I guess, of the portion, and they are moving to the right now. Navy accidentally bounces out, but Orange is able to sneak ahead without hitting that red pad and is able to finish in a time 1 minute and 54 seconds. Navy is still struggling, and Pink is not doing any better. Now White and Maroon are struggling to get up there. White enters the section and Maroon falls back down. As Navy finishes in second place, and Pink is almost knocked by White into the final section, but is not able to and falls down. Will they be able to regain their position, or will they bounce over to the right and finish that way? No, they're blocked by the spinner. Meanwhile, Maroon, Magenta, Yellow, and Gray are still stranded in the bottom section, but now Pink is hit by White multiple times and finally makes it into the section down there. White bounds over to the right before making it to the bottom section and will finish ahead of Pink. Will Pink be able to finish here? No. In fact, they are pushed all the way back out and almost out of the entire section. Disappointment, but they still have a potential to finish in the top half. No other marble and is in the top section yet, but Gray, no. Gray will not be able to make it. Pink is bouncing around the top, not doing very well, and Pink falls back down out of the top section. Now all 5 marbles are in the bottom portion of the arena. Will any of them be able to get up? At this point, it seems as though whoever gets up next will be able to place in 4th unless they do what Pink did and fall back down. And it seems as though Pink is going to be able to get up back up. Will they be able to keep it that way? They are moving upwards. Their gravity is facing upwards. Will they be able to? They bounce dubiously. There's yellow now, able to enter without much trouble, but they are not the correct gravity, so they do fall back down. But now pink, second attempt at the top section. Will they be able to keep it this time? Struggling a bit as maroon enters the top section. And maroon is able to hit the rightward facing gravity pad, and gray enters the top section too. Magenta struggles to enter, and magenta does enter but does not hit the correct gravity pad. Now they do. Now, it seems as though all 5 marbles, no, yellow is not able to get in and falls back down, but it is pink, magenta, maroon, and gray up in that top section. They're all struggling. They seem to be a little bit stuck on each other near that pad, but hopefully they can unjam themselves in order to finish. There's magenta, but magenta is not the correct gravity, so they need to push past if they want to do anything. Magenta falls back down, goes back in. Will any of them be able to get out of that position? This might be an opportunity for yellow if they can figure out a way to get past them, but it does not seem like they're going to be able to get up anytime soon. Magenta is on the spinner, but it's not doing much good. But now magenta and pink swap places, so now pink is able to escape, and it seems as though they're still not the correct gravity. It's as though gray and maroon are the only ones who are the correct gravity to be able to go over to the right. Now yellow decides they want to join in on the fun, but will they be able to? They've failed several times before. They are the correct gravity now, so it is going to be rather hard for them to not succeed. But will they be able to make it past the traffic jam? Or will they be able to remedy it? Maybe another marble is just what they need. They clash with pink. Pink is bouncing around on the top. It seems as though a lot of them are all stuck together. Will they be able to escape anytime soon? They are in motion, and it is not a DNF until they are completely stopped. But now maroon is able to bound past and finish in 4th. Now it's pink is being pushed by gray down, but it is gray able to finish in 5th, and pink falls down in 6th, I believe, if they are able to pull it off. Yes, they get 6th place, and now it's just maroon and yellow has just fallen all the way back down to the first portion, and that means magenta has plenty of time to just get over to the right and finish the race. And they're almost there. It seems as though they will do it. Get caught a little bit, but that doesn't matter. They almost reach it whilst in anti-gravity, but they do not, so they just settle for entering in 7th normally. Another spectacular race from the marbles in the B division today. Orange is able to pick up victory, and navy and white round out the top 3. Maroon gets 4th, gray gets 5th, pink gets 6th, magenta gets 7th, and yellow gets a very disappointing last place. As you can see on the overall leaderboards now, that is enough to eliminate them from contention, along with magenta and white. These marbles are not able to get into the top 3 by the end of the next race. That means it's maroon with 50 points, gray with 44, orange with 43, pink with 37, and navy with 36, who are all trying to get into the top 3 spots on the leaderboard. Maroon has 50 points, which is a rather good buffer over the other marbles, while navy needs to get very lucky if they want to make it into the semifinals. We'll see just who is able to reach the semifinals in the next 2 races. I will see you there.